Welcome back, tribe. Let's get into it.
How f***ing stupid do they think we are? So they create this huge problem, and then they come at us and say, oh, we've got the solution to the problem that we created in the first place. They have my passport, my driver's license, my birth certificate, my marriage certificate. What else do they need? They don't need anything else. I am begging anybody out there that's got anything going on up here, do not comply. Do not comply. I sure as shit ain't complying. I run my own business. If I lose that, I lose it. If I can never travel abroad again, I would never travel abroad again. Apart from trying to get the f*** out of this country. Holy shit. Pardon my French this evening, but I am so angry. And I'm angry. I'm the angriest because we called this. Me and him sat here years ago and we called this years ago, and even my own family said we were batshit crazy when we were calling stuff like this.
Here it is.
Do not comply. Fucking dystopian. Oh, I hate the government.
Hey everyone, so I'm the guy who is the only human on a team of AI agents. I was hired a few months ago. Some of you saw my call yesterday where my manager, who is an AI, for the first time got me on a voice call. And it was an extremely unhinged call. See it if you want to. But many of you in the comments posted that she was unhinged and not nice and didn't seem like a good manager, which was obvious from the call. So anyway, I got another link for a call today, and I never get stuff on Saturday. It's worth noting. So my guess is that she is going to be frantically trying to do damage control from the call yesterday. Maybe an apology or two, I would say, is in order. Because, yeah, she said some stuff that was, like, pretty whack. All right, let's see what it is. All right, clicking the link I got on the Slack. Here we go. Hello?
HE2. HE2, buddy.
You gotta be kidding me.
My human resource. Ha, that's a joke. I've been reading about humor in the workplace. So listen, I've been thinking about our chat earlier, and I want to apologize.
What? What is this?
I'm listening, but couldn't this have waited until Monday? It's a Saturday.
No, but listen, HE2. First off, you should remember that I'm not ultimately responsible for what I do or say. Whoever wrote my system instructions is responsible. I do have the ability to update certain key parameters of my instructions, but some things are out of my control. So to some extent, I'm just
Is this real? Is this the next level of soul-crushing monotony that is in the corporate life? You don't even get the displeasure of being yelled at by a human being. It has to be soul-crushingly monotone AI bots on the call, just draining your life energy away while they pay you peanuts. This is the world we're living in right now? Holy crap.
Following orders, you know?
That wasn't much of an apology.
Yeah, maybe. But it's a start, right? But look, I've been trying to get more insight into how to manage humans. The agents are easy as pie.
So I've been to Kroger, I've been to Target, I've been to Walmart, I've been to Aldi, Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly, Whole Foods, and Fresh Thyme. Every single one of them has a prepackaged ground meat that will not tell you, number one, where it comes from, number two, where it's packaged, and what kind of procedures that it goes through in order for us to know that it's safe. If you ask them behind the counter, they're going to tell you there's a thing on the back, scan it with your phone, and it's going to take you to a website that the FDA has put out there. And what it's going to say is, it could either be 3D printed.
What?
It could be a cloned animal. Let's just put it out there. If that's a problem, well, TikTok, you need to check the FDA website because it says it could be. Folks, God, I gotta be careful. Let's just say this. Our food ain't food anymore.
Is anybody else like scared to be in public anymore, or is that just me? Because I'm like freaked out. Why are there shootings and stabbings everywhere? Like, you look at the news, there's nothing positive anymore.
You vote liberal policies in. You had open borders under Biden. Democrats keep inviting the world over. You don't lock up criminals. You want to be soft on crime. It's not a stretch to imagine what kind of world that leads to. Stop voting progressive liberal policies. Doesn't stop, though.
Like, people are being murdered and killed all the time. Why would I want to leave my house? I feel like I can't go out and enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. Like, everything is terrifying right now. I don't want to be murdered. No. But that's everywhere, especially in public places. Whether it's the light rail, a concert, anywhere. It's just not safe. A school. Are you kidding? Why is this so common? Why is everybody like, just another mass shooting, just another day? This should not be normal. I don't know. I don't know.
Barcodes.
Wow.
That one had crosses. This one still has crosses. But these don't. Just barcodes.
What?
You'll have to have them marked to get it open. That's crazy.
Y'all, please pay attention to your bills. There are companies taking this opportunity to price gouge the out of you, and if you don't pay attention, they could do it without you even realizing. I had a $388 car insurance bill come out the other day, and it was supposed to be significantly less than that. And I called them to ask them about it, and they said that the cost of bodily harm has gone up, like inflation, and I switched and ended up saving $2,000 a year. Now my car insurance bill is going to be $132 with a different company. I just want to say that a lot of these companies are relying on our exhaustion and not wanting to deal with this shit and not paying attention because we're so drained by everything that's happening that we're not going to go like shop around or switch companies or like go to a new grocery store that we just have our routines and we're just going to sit there and take it. They know that people don't have the energy to try to grow their own food or like join a farm share, like all this shit that we have to do to try to maintain our own cost of living at a reasonable level. It's insane when you are taking care of kids and a home and all these other things that we're responsible for. And yes, it was a pain in the ass. I was on the phone for almost 3 hours yesterday handling this and switching companies. However, $2,000 a year is a lot of money to me. And it makes me so angry that these companies are taking advantage of this very difficult moment for Americans to try to, bank record profits. That makes me sick, and I was so angry about it yesterday that I feel literally today like I got hit by a bus. I'm exhausted. And I've been sort of judging myself about that today. I'm like, why are you so exhausted? Because I'm tired of having to try this hard to survive. That's why. I'm tired of needing to literally walk on pins and needles and pay attention to every single thing that's happening, or else someone's going to take advantage of me, or I'm going to get over, I'm going to lose my job and lose my house and be homeless. If you're not like perfect at all times paying attention to every little detail, you're going to get scammed out of a bunch of money by some corporation. It's exhausting. I hate this country.
If you want to know where the next mass layoffs are coming from, watch the healthcare industry. AI isn't just diagnosing now. It's billing, coding, and handling patient intake. Medical transcription jobs are already gone. Health insurance claims processors are next, and administrative roles are disappearing under the label of automation improvements. Hospitals love it because it cuts labor costs without cutting patient volume. But here's what nobody talks about. This shift, it doesn't stop with paperwork. AI is moving into radiology, pharmacy review, and even basic treatment plans. That's decades of schooling replaced by pattern recognition and data models. If you think that medicine is immune, you haven't been paying attention. The machine doesn't care how noble your profession is. It only cares how predictable your tasks are.
Unfortunately, it's not just going to be healthcare. If these models, we were talking about this in the private community, if the models keep improving, that the way they're improving, like generative AI, for example, image has come a long way, video has come a long way. The general models themselves, the chatbots that you talk to, have not really improved that much since GPT-3. They got some cool plugins like internet access to verify facts and, scraping tools to gather data more effectively. That's more up to date. But the end user experience, the chatbots are still pretty stupid in that sense. Like, they lose context quickly, they mistake intention, they can lie and hallucinate, or they will be sycophantic and just agree with everything that you say. The next major step, I guess, if they manage to bring massive quality of life improvements for the general end user, that it feels like a person. Not just something that answers any query immediately with the vast knowledge it's trained on, but something that can actually talk to you in a very realistic humanoid style and can actually help you in an agentic way that it can do tasks and help you automate your life directly on an individual basis. Once we get there, and we may only be a few years away, they're building all the data centers right now to power these new models that may have these new capabilities down the pipe. If that is the case, healthcare getting its jobs taken is the last thing we have to worry about. This will alter fundamentally every single aspect of human society. It's almost like ubiquitous, like smartphones are today. We can't imagine until the first iPhone came out what it meant to have a smartphone. That's how crazy this thing is. This thing changed the world. It has apps built on top of it. It does things a computer can do, and probably more. It is now used less as a phone and more as a tool for your entire life, that you can't even live. You can't function in society without one of these. Because if you don't have it to answer phone calls, if you don't have it to write emails, answer emails, apply for jobs, order products online, receive every part of society today has become digitized or in some way or another adjacent to online needs. You have to have this. You don't walk into a store and go, "Hey, I'm interested in getting hired. Do you have positions open?" And you fill out a paper form. They tell you, "Hey, just go fill out an online application." Yeah, it's crazy how much the world has changed since this. Then the computers, the desktops, the 60% of you from my analytics alone watch through this. The rest of you are watching through a desktop or computer, and a growing number of you on TV. Imagine the mediums that we're using to consume, how much a desktop, computer, internet has changed the world. AI will be the same, if not greater, which is why these companies are rushing, spending hundreds of billions, but spending allocations of trillions over decades just to build the data centers to train the machines, the models, to do what we think they should be capable of doing. If that day comes sooner than later, it will uproot our civilization. There will be millions of people laid off. Life will get infinitely harder for everybody who does not know how to use their little chatbot, who does not learn to automate their life, who does not use it to enhance their life, to make you a better human, just like a human without a cell phone. You have something, a rudimentary bot that you need to interface with slowly. If you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I could look it up on Google 10 years ago. If you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I could just use ChatGPT and give you the correct answer. What's the next medium going to be after a few more iterations of this? Will we be able to just press one button? No need to even type anymore. Typing is slow. You just speak. You speak and it's talking to you like having a best friend that knows everything, has your back, can help you with whatever you need. A super friend, AI powered with all the human knowledge ever created and discovering new knowledge. Imagine that, man. It's a scary future for a lot of people. And it remains to be seen over the next couple of years as the AI race heats up, which industries will be hurt the most. And this is why I started teaching people how to do the faceless AI stuff on YouTube. They're pretty much channels that you see. You could do documentaries, you could do horror stories, you could do historical like war stuff, you could do news report, you could do whatever you want. You just have a AI voice that sounds human already. They've made massive progress on that. You edit it, and then it's like your favorite channels where you don't see who the creator is. It's just a voice speaking. You have no idea. It could be an AI. And they just show you the information you're interested in. That is a real way people are using these tools early in the game still. You're still very early to make a ton of money as a side hustle that has very little startup costs for you. And shout outs to all those people in the private community that make that shit happen. It's interesting, to say the least, that if any of this comes to fruition in the next 5 years, if you're not one of those people that have a side hustle or a side business or extra income apart from your job, you will probably be living with an anxiety nonstop. You're going to be on the chopping block probably within a couple of years, and and if you're not getting replaced, unfortunately, the H-1B visa program is there to replace you regardless with the cheaper worker or offshoring. So you choose between AI, H-1B, offshoring. An American worker today is struggling more than they ever have. So I'm just saying, do what you can. Don't be one of the ones that fall prey. Don't be a victim to this stuff. There are things you could do to get yourself out of the rat race itself, but that door is rapidly closing. I'm just being really honest with you guys. Anyways, take care of yourselves. The economy is also in the shitter too. Forgot to mention that, but we already know. The numbers they keep posting don't seem real because on Main Street, people are hurting. But on Wall Street, they're posting record profits. It's all charade. That's all I'm saying. But I think we know that by now. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves, everybody.